That session ought to be up.
Especially in the first 2 laps. That's Jordan. Doc finished 4th in the SOF race. Jimmy, I don't think you could be lapping nobody 13 seconds off the pace. I got you. Reeling them in, huh? Sandbagging. All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Race 5 V-Speed Contender Series. This week we're going to be at Watkins Glen, do a little lefty-righty. Watch a little bit of practice here with Dan Shamoon and Anthony Promoter. Speaking of Anthony, Anthony's a current point leader. Dalton Cowden in second place, Tyler Bentley in third, Ryan Lang in fourth, and Rachel Hunt in fifth currently. Last week we saw some short track action, IRP. That was all Anthony Promoter's race. He finished with almost a 10-second lead. So that was an amazing performance by Anthony. Dalton Cowden come in second, Tyler Bentley in third. Well, let's see here. Well, yeah, and Rachel Hunt or Ryan Lang in fourth, Rachel Hunt in fifth. Now back to the point standings. Let me read this right now. We had Anthony Promoter leading the points. It's got about a 7-point lead over Dalton Cowden. Dan Shamoon's in third. at 166 versus Anthony's 187, Dalton's 180. Tyler Bentley's in fourth, and Marty Phillips is fifth. That's your top five in the point standings currently. See how these boys will fare out today. We're going to be running 35 laps at Watkins Glen. This is a little different than the official races because we're going to be running the boot tonight. We're going to be running a little different than they are in the official series, so it may bring a little more excitement to the race. Don't know. We'll see. So we watched Jason Beer there kind of knock the wall. Sure, not running the boot all that much. Gonna be make things interesting in the race. I'm gonna take a little pause here while practice is going on. Take a look here, and we'll come back and get ready to get into qualifying. All right, we are back. All right, I was going to roll out for qualifying here. They'll get the qualifying laps in, and then they'll do a few laps of practice. Get to go green. Oh. Watkins Glen actually started out a really long time ago. It looks like first race in at Watkins Glen was in 1948, October 2nd, 1948. 15 cars started. and it was 8 laps. So that'll tell you how far along everything has come. So from 1948, they ran in that configuration up until they changed the layout in 1953. Watch Doc go around the track here. I was watching Doc in official races the other night, and Doc finished 4th in the SOF race Monday night. I thought that was awesome. Did a great job. Yeah, George Martin decided to show his face again. The sim rigger himself. Got Dalton Cowden. Dalton finished 2nd last week. 2nd in points currently. Having a pretty good year. That Barry's Bullets Toyota Tundra. As far as the track's concerned, the current configuration that it's running in looks like started around 2015. So, been running in this configuration for a while. Dalton's lap here. Wow, right now we got Doc sitting on the pole with a 154.91. Marty Phillips to knock Doc off. 54.08. Dan here. Still like that paint job on that truck. That thing looks. Tyler Bentley. Tyler Bentley, the first one into the 53s with 153.02. Looks like newcomer Jesse Swans Comes in with a 152.4. Great lap.
Charge complete.
Complete Dan's lap. Dan's first lap that he's working on now. So how that works out. Still have Harry, Russ, Ryan, and Anthony still on the track, getting in their first laps here. Like Russ's first lap was a 155.7. All right, so Dan's gonna be coming across for his first lap here. See what he brings it home as. All right, then at a 152. Start him in fifth place. Out here. Finish it up there. Check out the Anthony's first lap. Then six. That's good. Starting in sixth place. All right, so it looks like newcomer Jesse Swartz going to start this race from the pole. What a way to come in. Uh, driver in the series. Wish him luck. Quick meeting, and then they're gonna little warm up. Oh, great. How they do that? Pause for the calls. I'll be right back. I'm back. Got about a minute and 30 left to warm up. That's probably enough to do. End of this lap. Close. As it stands right now, we have if Jesse Swartz to gonna lead him off. Tyler Bentley's gonna start on the outside there. Dalton Cowden starting third. Marty Phillips in fourth. Dan Shamoon in fifth. Anthony Promoter, our points leader, in sixth. Doc Stout in seventh. John Thompson in eighth. Russ Baby Shark, Bo Severt in ninth. Martin in 10th. The Simriga himself. At Jason Spears starting in 11th. Rachel Hunt in 12th. Babs in 13th. Ryan Lang in 14th. Tyler McCarthy in 15th. Cody Morgan in 16th. And Perry Snelson bringing up the rear in 17th. As I'm sure most of you guys know, doing official races, road courses, IR now counts on the road part of it instead of oval part. Sometimes that brings people out that wouldn't know. Good thing, kind of help build that experience. Right. So, you're gridding up. Good. Sports newcomer to the series, starting on hole with a Tyler Bentley starting on the outside with a 153.01. Dalton Cowden in third with a 133. Marty Phillips. Drivers in the kind of looks like we got a couple road race ringers in here. So how the rest of the got the Chevrolet Pace truck ready to roll off. One lap around, take the green. I mentioned earlier, races run a little bit different than the official race this week. Running the boot tonight. Going to add about another 40 seconds to the lap times. 40 to 45 seconds to the lap time. See if they can get those couple extra corners in there. But tonight we're going 35 laps. Probably just enough to where they're probably going to have to start or stop, or at least fuel. Not sure how much tire wear is going to play a factor tonight. We'll see. First couple laps through the S is going to be the definitely going to be the place to watch. Bus stop first couple laps, especially if you're on the outside and miss that corner. Hope they take it easy for the first couple laps and get it all sorted out, and hopefully we have a good race. Marty Phillips, blue and yellow there, looks pretty sharp too. Aaron's got some good stuff out on the track this week. Definitely want to thank the title sponsor, Nitro Racing Setups. Get a good place to hang out. Come by, stop by the Discord, hang out. Don't have to buy anything. Hang out and race. But if you do need a good setup, need coaching, head to the website nitroracing.com. Get your setups. Sign up for a coaching session with people like Dan Shamoon. Right, so the Chevrolet Pace truck's gonna be dropping off here, and we are about to go green.
Green.
All right, the green flag is out. Looks like 27 truck of Jesse Swarns gets a really good start. Dalton Cowden jumping up in the second there. Dalton thought better. Trying to run that outside through the S's there. Decided to go ahead and tuck in behind and let it rook itself out. Through the bus stop. Now headed down to the boot. That's his spawn still leading them. Ready to head back up onto the NASCAR part of the track. All right, so looks like Jesse Swartz is going to be your leader for the first lap. He's going to lead that first lap. Dalton Cowden in second. Tyler Bentley in third. Dan Shamoon in fourth. Doc Stout in fifth. Pretty much gotten strung out now in single file. Jesse Swartz starts to open up a little gap between him and Dalton. I think he may have done this a couple times. Racing here. Let's check back into the pack here a little bit and see what's going on back here. Yeah, Jason Spears. Him and Ron Thompson got a little battle going on. Russ up here behind Marty Phillips. That's a race for 7th and 8th. Ryan Lang is right there in tow. A point leader, Anthony Promotus, right behind Doc and Dan. That's 4th, 5th, and 6th. Got Terry Snelson, Tyler McCarthy, Jimmy Babb, and Rachel Hunt back for 13th, 14th, and 15th. We got racing all over the track. Check out the sim rigger and see what he's up to. There he is, the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Jordan Martin. Right behind Ryan Lang in 10th. Back up front. Dalton and Jesse seem to be the class of the field today, that's sure. Jesse can't seem to get away from Dalton. He's staying right there. Waiting for Jesse to make a mistake. I don't know if the pressure's getting to Jesse or what, but make a couple little mistakes there. So see if he continues on and see if Dalton keeps that pressure on and can grab that spot. Tyler Bentley just a couple truck lengths back. Kind of biding his time, waiting for those two to mess up. So see if he can steal a slot. Dan Shamoon hanging in there. Looks like he's picking up on this pack a little bit as well. Trying to get a little spread out now. I think Anthony and Doc has got a good little race going on there. Like Anthony's done taking over that 5th spot from Doc now. Marty Phillips right there with him. Boss man Russ hanging right in there as well. Jason Spear and Ron Thompson still at that nice little battle going on for 11th and 12th. Ooh, looks like the sim rigger spins it around and collects Jason Spear in the process. Now the one thing different about the road racing tracks is you have something going on like that, we only have a local yellow, so back up front after 5 laps. Jesse Schwartz still leading Dalton Cowden and Tyler Bentley. Like Jesse's done, put a little distance between him and Dalton now. They've put a little distance between them and Tyler. So his first 3 trucks are the only ones still running in the 153s. Everybody else is one. Jesse and Dalton got about a 4-second lead over third place Tyler Bentley now. Tyler, of course, of our champion last year. 6 laps in the book. Still all Jesse Swartz. I don't know how many of you guys are on the Discord, but if you are, you can check out the community chat in the Discord. And as you know, our leader Bruss is going through a personal situation at the moment with his wife. So going to be some things that we're going to try to do to help him out coming up in the future. Going to be arranging a benefit race for him. I'm also making custom light boxes with LEDs on it. The nitrons are already done. I've got videos and pictures of the light boxes on the Discord channel. If you are interested in one, send me a message. You can also do custom ones, but it does cost a little bit more than the nitro ones because I have to design the logo and things of that nature. If you have a logo, then I have to design it and make the actual file to print. So, but just get with me. We'll work it out if you're something that you're interested in, or if you need anything 3D printing related. I do custom 3D printing, so in the middle of working on a custom wheel button box. Waiting on a board that I need to make all the buttons. 7 laps down. Jesse Swartz is still out front with Dalton Cowden in second. They are definitely putting the gap on the field. They got about a 5.5 second lead over third place Tyler Bentley. Dan Shamoon's in fourth. Anthony Oda, our points leader, in fifth. Big shout out to Doc. Doc's still running up there. Doc in 7th place. The other sponsor of the series this year, once again, is FRT, Friends Racing Together. That's Jimmy Babb's company. The way he tells it, he's just got a bunch of guys to get together and race for the love of it. I'm sure every one of us that are associated with this can understand that fact. Now my cohort Jake is here, away from his mic. Hopefully he'll get back to us here shortly and we can kind of keep you guys a little more entertained. All right, coming up on lap 8, you'll have Jesse Swartz out front, Dalton Cowden in second. They are just class of the field. It looks like he may be making up a little bit now. Then cut some of that lead back down to about 4 seconds. So depends on where you're looking at on the track. Get back here with our point leader. Looks like he's hunting down Dan Shamoon. Dan, of course, is in 3rd place in points currently. Dalton in 2nd place is definitely going to be a good points day for him. May help him get a little bit closer to Anthony in that points race. They are spread out all over the track here. Back here with Perry, Kyler, and Rachel. Jason, I mean. Got a little race going on here. They're about the closest ones to racing currently. Boss man's trying to chase down Doc. While up front, like Dalton's caught back up a little bit with Jesse. Jesse just can't seems to shake him. That's going to turn out to be a good little race at the end here. Into 9 laps, still have the same running order. Jesse, Dalton, Tyler, Dan, and Anthony, 1 through 5. Nice clean race so far, other than the one little incident a few laps back. Other than that, everything else seems good to go. Like somebody locked up a tire there. Guess it looks like he's getting a little loose out of the corners now. Give Dalton the edge that he needs to try to get around him. Jimmy Brab done retired his truck. All right, on lap 10, same thing. Changing the running order. Jesse's definitely doing a good job of managing that gap. It just seems like every time that Dalton gets close to him, picks it up a little bit and get a little bit of an advantage. Like Anthony's done caught Dan Shamoon. How that works out. Be a good little race here and a few laps or a few turns. Meanwhile, back up front, still the same thing. Jesse being hunted down by Dalton. We were just matching each other's lap times. Trading off the fastest lap. Like Dalton may be trying to do for the lead here. He's showing him his nose, letting him know that maybe a little bit faster. Tyler Bentley, though, he's hanging in there. He may be a little ways back, but he has definitely been putting together some good lap times. But that Jesse got that bus stop down. He runs that thing perfect every lap. Everybody's strung out now. Dalton, here we go. Dalton trying to make a pass for the lead. Is he going to do it? Yes. Makes the pass. Dalton Cowton is your new leader. Great textbook pass. That was good hard racing there. All right, so Dalton Cowden takes over on lap 12. .23 to go. Like Dalton was able to save a little bit running in second there for a while. Jesse's definitely not letting him get away, that's for sure. Back here to our points leader and Dan Shamoon. Anthony and Dan, they're still at it. Like Anthony just can't seem to get that little bit extra he needs to get past Dan. All right, so as of lap 14, we have Dalton Cowden leading, Jesse Swerves is second, Tyler Bentley in third, Dan Shamoon in fourth, and Moda in fifth. Marty Phillips in sixth. Doc still hanging out in seventh there. Russ is in eighth. Ryan Lang's in ninth, and Ron Thompson rounds out your top 10. All right, so it looks like Cody Morgan's tired his truck as well. Currently, we have 3 trucks out. Cody Morgan, 33. Jimmy Babb, 44. Jordan Martin, the 19. All right, coming around to finish up lap 15. Still have Dalton Cowden out front. Like Jesse Swerves is going to be opting to pit. Definitely a different pit strategy than I expected. They'd run it a little bit further than that. And it looks like he's taking tires. Yep. 4 tires and Noco Racing Fuel and back out on the track. We've got the 31 of Ryan Lang coming in. 22 of Ron Thompson coming in. Definitely some different pit strategies going on here. Ryan Lang's away. Ron gets to his pit. And meanwhile, we still have that battle going on. That's actually now 3rd and 4th place. Dan Shamoon and Anthony Promoto. One good thing about the road course is how big the track is. You don't have to worry about going a lap down on a regular pit stop. So looks like Dan Shamoon peels off and goes into the pits for his stop. Right, into a stall. 4 tires and fuel for him. Away he goes. Got Jason Beer coming into the pits. The 12 of Perry Snelson coming in. Like the 61 of Rachel Hunt's coming in. Ron or Barry held her up getting into the pits there. Looks like the leader peels off and decides to take his pit stop along with second place Tyler Bentley. Anthony decides to come down pit road. Doc decides to come down pit road. That should cycle Marty Phillips to the lead with Russ in second. Been impressed with Marty this season so far. He's been having some good solid runs. Doing well. Been in solid top 5, top 6 all race long, so definitely always a positive thing. Distance definitely key in this sport when you're racing for a championship. Now the difference in those couple laps that Dalton waited to come in, cycled him out behind Jesse. So now he's going to have to get back by Jesse. So your leader peels off, decides to go ahead and take his pit stop. Looks like Russ is going to stay on the track. Once everything cycles out, I'm going to put Jesse back in the lead. Dalton's having to catch him to get back by him. Those 2 laps that he waited to come in definitely cost him a little time on the track. So at halfway, we have Russ leading. Jesse Schwartz in second. Marty Phillips, Dalton Cowden in third. Tyler Bentley in fourth. And Anthony Promoter in fifth. Sure, Russ is probably going to be coming to pit road here shortly, though. Jesse and Dalton are catching him pretty quick. Yep, and the leader pulls off, heads down pit road for his service. So back to the lead. We have Jesse Schwartz at lap 19. Halfway, we have Jesse leading. Dalton Cowden in second. Tyler Bentley in third. Anthony Promoter in fourth. And Marty Phillips in fifth. Looks like Dalton's caught up a little bit. Oh, and Dalton goes off the track and into the tires. Sad to see that. That was going to be a good race. So Dalton's going to have a hard time catching him. Trying to make this work now. No significant damage. Got a little bit in the tail end, but I don't think it's going to be enough to hurt him. Although it may be maybe put him behind enough to let Tyler Bentley catch up. But now with a commanding lead, we have Jesse Schwartz. A little over 7 seconds. With 16 to go coming across the line. I don't know what happened to Dan. It was a good race with him and Anthony going on there, but Dan's done dropped back to 10th now. He had some issues after that pit stop or what? No damage on his truck or anything, so I don't think he hit anything. Maybe just had a bad pit stop. Right now he's running in 9th. In front of Jason Spears in 10th. Trying to run down 8th place Ryan Lang. Russ is 7th. Trying to chase down Doc here in 6th. Another good run for Doc this week. There are only 3 trucks out. Like we have Rachel Hunt coming into the pits. Hear what's wrong with her Toyota. We're at 15 to go. 15 to go. We have Jesse Schwartz with a commanding lead over 2nd place Dalton Cowden. 3rd place Tyler Bentley. 4th place Anthony Promoter. 5th place Marty Phillips. He just needs to put together good, consistent laps at this point. He's 10-second lead. Take a ride with the leader here on a lap and see how it goes. All right, so he comes across the start finish line down in the first corner. Out of the first corner up into the S's. Up through the S's, down the short chute. Into the bus stop. All right. Out of the quarter and heading into the boot. Up through the gearbox, through the corner. A little loose there. Right-hander. Now we head back up and back out onto the NASCAR part of the track. Right-hander and back to the front strap. All right, and that's how you get it done around Watkins Glen, riding with our leader, Jesse Swartz. Now it looks like we're getting ready to have a battle here with 4th place Anthony Promoter and 5th place Marty Phillips. Marty seems to be gaining on our points leader here. So far, so good. A great race other than the first little incident we had. We have 3 trucks out. 23 laps in. Marty Phillips is spinning it. Anthony's definitely not getting away from me. Ready to get interesting for 4th place here shortly. Back up front, we still have Jesse Swartz coming across the line to 24, 12 to go. Lap 23 done. 1 lap 20, 12 to go. Like Russ has done got around Doc now for 7th place. Good little race there for a while. After those two, there's a good little ways back to Dan for 8th. Jesse's definitely stealing the thunder out of this race. Then pretty much got every bonus point you can except for the fastest lap. Like Dalton's got the fastest lap in the bag so far with a 52.467. But he did have some incident points, Dalton did, so that may equal that out. We got Jesse heading into the boot now. Still about an 8-second lead on Dalton. Dalton's made up a little bit of it. He's made up about 2 seconds, so Dalton's definitely giving it all she's got. All right. Jesse brings it across this time. It'll be 10 to go. They'll have Jesse scores out front. Dalton Cowden in second. Tyler Bentley in third. Anthony Promoda in fourth. Marty Phillips in fifth. Russ Bosever in sixth. Doc Stout in seventh. Lance Shamoon in eighth. Jason Spear in ninth. Ryan Lang round out the top 10. All right. Still have that nice little battle going on back here with our point leader, Anthony Promoda and Marty Phillips. That's still right on each other, nose to tail. All right, 9 more circuits. Be waving the flag on possibly First time winner in the league. First time racer, first time winner. Definitely one way to show what kind of driver you are when you come into a league. Ride with last year's champion, Tyler Bentley. Still right there behind Dalton, so he definitely hasn't given up. Like he got a Rainbow Warrior throwback on his truck. Kind of weird seeing that on a Ford. All right, 8 more circuits to go. Still have Jesse with a comfortable lead. Got a 12-second lead on Dalton at this point. We have Tyler Bentley trying to hunt Dalton down here to see if he can get that second place. Have a little bit back to Anthony Promoda, our points leader. He's about 15 seconds back from that race. And he's got Marty Phillips on his tail. And slowly sneaking up on them is the boss man himself, Russ Bosevert. I don't think I've seen anybody mess up the bus stop tonight. That's amazing. That's great. That'll just show you the caliber of drivers that we have in this league. A big shout out to Doc for getting a good group of drivers together to put on a good show. See if you can watch the boss man here. Give him a little luck, help him catch up some. Only 4 seconds back from this battle with Artie and Anthony. See if you can catch him. Seven to go. Jesse still has that 12-second lead over Dalton. Tyler's done lost a little ground to Dalton. He's trying. We have Russ trying to catch 4th and 5th. Anthony and Marty. And then Doc's behind Russ. That last lap, though, Tyler Bentley was the fastest one with the only truck in the 154s. He is definitely pushing that truck to the limit. like that Barry's truck that Dalton's driving. Good looking truck. All right, 6 more circuits. Jesse has a nice, comfortable 15-second lead at this point. Like Dalton's done open up a little bit of space on Tyler here. Got about a 3-second lead over Tyler Bentley in third. Those top 3 trucks that keep bouncing back and forth with each other, turning the fastest lap. Right now, there's really no racing on the track with each other. Closest race is second and third with Dalton and Tyler. Pretty much everybody else is just strung out. All right, 5 to go. 5 to go. We have Jesse Suarez out front as he's dominated majority of the race. Dalton Cowden in second, about 12 seconds back. Tyler Bentley in third. Anthony Promoter, our points leader, in fourth. Marty Phillips in fifth. Like Dalton's done flipped a switch because I keep making up a little bit of time here. He's done knocked off about 2 seconds of Jesse. Jesse's just trying to put together good laps at this point because the race is pretty much his. Like Tyler's done picked it up. Done knocked off a little time between him and Dalton again. Already was catching Anthony there for a little while. It looks like he lost a little ground to him. As you can see, Boss Man slowly reeling him in. Got 4 to go with Jesse still out front. Still only about an 8-second lead at this point. Back up to Tyler Bentley. Definitely not giving it out. He is letting it hang out there. Trying to catch Dalton. I don't know what's going on, but Dalton has done cut about 4 more seconds off that time with Jesse. Only about 5.5 seconds behind him now. 3 laps to go. Not sure if Jesse's done wore his truck out or what. But Dalton has time to catch him. Couple good braking zones and he'll catch him. Unless Jesse's just saving his truck a little bit for the end. What a run for these top 8 trucks. Dalton has now cut that lead down to about 2 seconds. He is flying. The last couple laps are going to be interesting. It looks like the leader getting a little trouble getting out of the corner there, and that's going to allow Dalton to catch up. And now we got a race. Here we thought we were going to have an easy run to the finish, and now that easy run's done turned into a 3-truck race. Dalton shows his nose going down the front straightaway. See if he's got enough to get around him in these last 2 laps. If Dalton can get up there and put pressure on him like he did last time. Looks like we got a battle for the lead. Going through the bus stop. Get ready to go down into the boot here now, and this is where Dalton's catching him. Dalton's better through the boot, especially on exit, than Jesse is. So this may be a good setup for a pass. Dalton's trying a little too hard now. That's going to open it up for Tyler Bentley. Ladies and gentlemen, we have us a 3-truck race. All right, coming to the white flag. Got Jesse, Dalton, and Tyler battling out. Let's see who's going to get through this next lap and make it happen. Dalton tries to outbrake Jesse into the corner. And that throws him off, which allows Tyler Bentley to take over second place and battle for the lead. Tyler can smell it. It's a good run off that corner, and down into the bus stop they go. Last time at the bus stop. Jesse keeps the advantage to the bus stop and into the boot. This is where Jesse seems to struggle, is through this boot. Let's see if Tyler can make up some of that time. Trying to set him up. Good run off the corner. Back up onto the NASCAR part of the track. All right. I only have a couple corners here to see if they can make it work. Can Tyler make it happen? All right, Tyler gets under him going into this last. And Jesse overdrives it into the corner, and it's going to have Tyler Bentley, your winner. What an amazing race the last few laps. We have Tyler Bentley, Dalton Cowden, and Jesse Schwartz. What an amazing run for the first time in the league for Jesse. There's nothing to be ashamed up with that. That was last year's champion that just beat you, so that is definitely something to not be unhappy about. All right, let's see if we can get them boys in here and see if we can have a little discussion with them. I don't see Jesse. Anybody see Jesse in here? I don't see him in Discord. You guys see him? Well, I guess it's you two then. What a freaking amazing run, man. Dalton, I thought you were going to have it there at the end, but Tyler snuck it in there.
Yeah, I'm too nice. I probably should have sent Jesse there in turn one when he decided to slam on the brakes in entry, but I don't race that way, so I'm gonna dock it.
But that was amazing run. You and Jesse definitely put on a clinic there for most of the race. Tyler hung in there and pretty much in third place the entire race and just kind of snuck it in there at the end. Tyler, how'd that happen, man? What happened? Were you just saving your truck for the end?
I mean, I was just running. I made sure I took plenty of fuel on my pit stop, and I know I heard Jesse come over the radio, literally with like 2 to go, and said, "I hope I have enough fuel to make it." So I know he was saving.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
That's how you guys caught him. Okay, I was going to say because
he
he had 14 seconds on you guys, and then all of a sudden y'all were right on his butt, and I'm like, what the heck happened?
Yeah, he pitted a lap too soon. When it said the guy behind you was pitting, I was like,
No, that's
too
not
early.
what happened. I shorted the fuel by accident.
Oh, there you go.
Well, I did. So for whatever reason, the stupid auto fuel thing didn't give me enough fuel because it could have filled it. It didn't fill it. I had to look.
Yeah, when you pitted, my cap still hadn't turned green to pit yet.
Well, I didn't even know until 6 to go, and I went, uh-oh. And then I saved just enough. Well, I didn't know because it was about to start sputtering. It sputtered after I crossed the start-finish line. So I couldn't really go full throttle anywhere.
Well, Jesse, you put on a clinic, man. You did a great job for the first race in the league. Welcome to the league. It's definitely a great way to earn your spot in, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's fun. I wish I hadn't made the mistake I did, or I probably would have been a little closer the whole race.
Yeah, I seen that. I was like, man, I know Dalton's kicking himself in the butt for that one.
Yeah, I hit the gate between third and second, so it like sputtered my steering input, and I just went straight.
Yeah, I had way too much rear brake, and the boot section I was awful in. I was good the rest of the track. I was terrible in the boot.
Yeah, but yeah, that's that, and if you go back and watch the broadcast, I could see where they were really eating you up in the boot, especially on the exit back up onto the NASCAR track.
Yeah, I couldn't get into the corner. Like I couldn't break in a straight line without it getting loose. So I was trying to roll the corner, but there was no rear end setup.
Gotcha. Well, it definitely was a great race, man. You three put on a clinic, man. It was amazing to see that. I was watching you hit the bus stop. All three of you guys were the only trucks and the 153s for a long time. After everyone else was in the 154s, but the biggest place that you guys seemed to do better than everybody else was the bus stop. All three of you guys hit that thing almost perfect every lap. So that made a huge difference over time, helped with the consistency of your lap time. So that definitely made you stand out and helped you gain ground. Well, guys, as always, any shout outs anybody want to give out? I know you're here, you're new here, Jesse, and so usually at the end before we close the broadcast, we allow you to give some shout outs if you'd like.
Just Team Spear, Jason Spear, Bernie, Bernard Person. They usually. I just joined this league, but I've run with them for a long time. So yeah, just shout out to them. I don't. Bernard didn't make it tonight, but Jason was here. So hopefully, I've kind of been out of iRacing for a while and probably back more often and working with them. Race in this league seems like a lot of competition.
Well, awesome. Well, like I said, we're glad to have you part of this league. You'll find this league's a pretty decent. Doc runs a pretty tight ship. Doesn't really go for a bunch of bull crap. So the drivers that are here are usually good and respectful drivers. So I think you'll have any problems here. Tyler, Dalton, you guys got any shout outs that y'all want to throw out there?
Just want to thank whoever made the Coda set from last year. That's what I
That was
decided to
Matt.
stick in and send it away. A little bit of track bar adjustment.
Right.
Things a rocket ship, but
Tyler.
see you guys next week.
Yes, sir. Tyler, anyone?
Yeah, just the team and definitely Rich. We worked on the set for a good portion of today, so definitely thanks to him.
Awesome. All right, everyone. Well, we appreciate it. Great race. Great job, Jesse. I'm sure we will see you again. So that will do it for the V-Speed Contender Series. Our winner, Tyler Bentley, Dalton Cowden in second, and Jesse Swartz in third. We shall return next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. Everybody have a great night.